And the grounds, we're allowed to be in? Okay, we'll talk about grounds in a moment of where you're going to be located while you're preparing your skit. I just talked about the presentation of action plan introduction sheet that you have to bring up, so make sure you have that with you. Your skit must be 4 minutes or less. Make sure your chaperone and adult can definitely be involved with timing you, so please make sure it's 4 minutes or less. You will be given 4 chairs to use, a surprise prop that Mr. Merrill is going to discuss in a moment, and any costumes or props that you make from the materials listed on the back of this sheet, which hopefully you've all brought. You can use any of those materials, but nothing outside of that. So make sure you don't use an outside prop. If you happen to be wearing a hat today, don't use that hat as part of your props, because that's going to be considered, that's going to be a penalty on the score sheet. Nothing that's outside of this list can be used as a prop, so keep that in mind. I'm also going to ask that you take your name tags off when we actually perform, because we want it to be we don't really want everyone to know what school you're from. Don't use any identifying names in your skit, in your performance, student names or school names. If you can avoid that, that would be great. Let's see, all team members must be part of this skit in order to qualify for the awards in both the skit and the packet competition. And we're going to get the surprise prop in a minute. And then there are 4 quotes. You can choose to use 1 or more of the quotes, but you must include at least 1 of the quotes. The quotes are, "A little water is a sea to an ant." It's an Afghan proverb. "If there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water," by Lauren Easley. "You don't drown by falling in the water, you drown by staying there," by Edward Lewis Cole. And "Only a fool tests the depth of the water with both feet," African proverb also. I'm going to let Nick talk a little bit about where we're going to be preparing. The other thing I want to say before I hand the mic over, I brought a video from International that gives you we've got a lot of brand new teams. There's a video that tells you a little bit about preparing